if you guys are ready for us to react to Ren Fred Again, I'm just going to call it Ren Again. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get this one started.
40-year-old what boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old what boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys Podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, you missed us. I know you did. And this is a live stream. So if you see this reposted as just a video on the channel, don't hate and be like, bro, you already posted this. Sometimes the live streams don't go as far as the posts, so I repost them. Players and
We're going to chop
playettes.
it and screw it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
So,
remix it.
all right, I got a special one, you guys. This is REN Fred Again Mashup, okay? It just came out. I reacted to this while I was in Hawaii. However, Dawn has never heard this. Now, what makes this one special is the fact that Dawn is a very big fan of Fred Again. So he's going to be able to give me some knowledge, some history on what I missed, because I've never even heard of Fred Again in my life until this mashup. So this is about to be fun, and we're about to get into it. Before we start, I want to give a shout out to EFO with the $9.99 super chat. He said, rhythm is great in harmony in the Bay Area. Holla, holla. Let's go. All right, now, let's get this one started. Anything you want to say before we do check this out, Dawn? Or just get it playing?
Just get it going, because I have a lot to say, but we'll just wait.
All right, REN Fred Again mashup. Here we go.
Cool.
Sailing in the chopper road, killing like we vultures. I became a queen when I rode with them brothers. 20 line, I eat 9 mess for supper. Brow on command, how sick come on another. Cause there ain't no love in the jungle. Ain't no, ain't no love in the jungle. Ain't no, pull me out of this.
Now, am I stopping it too soon?
No.
Okay. I wanted to talk about this because before I reacted to this, what I did do was go check out a couple of Fred Again's popular songs. And I did happen to check out that verse. Yeah. It's from Jungle. And I'm just freaking out because
it's totally different. It's just like a totally different angle to take it on.
There was a girl singing it. And so to hear this, but it's just he brings it to his place. And then this is what made me ask these questions that you'll be able to answer, because my guess was that Fred Again is a producer and maybe a writer of music, and he collaborates with other artists. I don't know if he just does the production, but that's the impression I was under from what I saw. And again, the little bit that I did check out of Fred Again, I was like, bro, this is just crazy. It's kind of like what was it, Fatboy Slim? He just takes it, or the Big Push did Fatboy Slim. They just take it to their own place, and it's almost like a new track.
Well, it's not almost like a new track. It is a new track, because it took me a minute to recognize what song it was. I was like not interpreting it. I was like, oh, damn, I haven't heard this one. And then it was like, oh, shit. It's just that it's so different that I didn't catch on to the vibe at first.
Yeah.
And like, so Fred Again had the song that came out, and it was during the pandemic, and it was We Lost Dancing. And that song, like, it makes me emotional thinking about it, because where I was mentally and then what the song is about. And it's like, we lost dancing. And then the vibe is just like so upbeat. And like, I'm literally like almost getting tears, because it's like so much was like taken away. And that song just hit at this time where it expressed that feeling of like all that had been taken away, but then put this positive spin on it. And like, that's to me is like what music is about sometimes is especially why I listen to house music now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the music that I listened to, it was because I was vibing, but I was in a very dark place. So I was listening to hip hop that was aggressive and raw, was literally talking about like murder and all these things. And as I started to change my life and step out of that phase of my life, I was like, I can't listen to that type of music because it brings up those emotions of anger and all these different type of things, right? Yeah. People who say music doesn't affect you or, oh no, it's just music. You know what I mean? I'm not responsible for influencing the youth. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It absolutely influences you. So when I started going down to this lane of listening to more house music, I mean, I've heard people say, oh, it's kind of simplistic or it's kind of basic, but the vibe to me of why I like it so much is it has roots in gospel music and it's very positive, right? So that's why this, song from Fred Again just like stood out and like really spoke to everything that was going through at the time and like coming out of that like negativity and that darkness. And one of the lines in it is, if we can get through this, we can get through anything.
Right.
So when I saw that Ren had done this remix, a retake, I was like, of course, because he's like tapped in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he did another house remix to a song, and it's like losing me right now. I'll think of it. But like, I just love that he has so much appreciation for all these different genres.
Yeah.
And he's able to take this and make something completely new out of it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. All right, you guys, we're checking out REN Fred Again. For me, this is the second time. But for Don, it's the first time. And as you just heard, Don is a very big fan of Fred Again. So this is cool to be able to check this out. What's up?
Everybody on a little mission. Money makes you go missing. I get anyone in or Insta. Everybody, leave me alone. Her boobies getting lifted. She wanna get lit. Fucking up, I'm bottling. Everybody. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Courage my soul.
So I don't know if he's going into like a third song. Because that I was only familiar with the first one because when they said jungle, I was like, oh, this is that joint jungle. But that second part,
I have to see where this goes.
Yeah, it's funny because I really start to feel him when he's saying "leave me alone," where he's almost like,
well, I'm getting a totally new experience from this, to be honest with you, because like again, like Fred Again is like dance like music, right?
Yes.
The reason that I really enjoy him, a couple reasons. I was telling you about Boiler Room and then I paused, right? So Boiler Room is this epic like YouTube series where they go in a club and it's just so raw because it's these DJs, but it's like a packed like room where like they're literally, the crowd is like up on you almost to the point where it's like, yo, back up off me. Like I'm trying to do my thing, but you just get that energy because the crowd is like completely surrounding the DJ. They're like behind him, like literally right up next to him dancing. And all these DJs, go, and it's kind of like a thing where you show out, you know what I mean? It's like that opportunity where it's like, LA Leakers or something where you're coming to bring your A game. Yeah. So what Fred Again did in that set is like, he's playing live drums. And, you know, nowadays, like, I don't know if people know this, but all these big sets that you see at EDC and everything, they're pre-recorded. They're not doing a live mix. They don't let them do that because they have to stick to a very like strict time frame. So when you see these huge DJs, they have a pre-recorded set that's approved by the venue and by the promoters, and they're just playing a recording. And then they're up there pushing buttons, acting like they're doing something.
Yeah.
But they're not actually performing live. And he's up there like making the beat live, doing like drum and bass on a drum, you know, machine.
Yeah, that's tight.
So that's the vibe. So when I'm listening to this, it's like transporting me because I'm like, dude, this is like, it's not a dance like track. And I like Fred Again because he's got this like kind of deeper like lyrics that go into it, but he's like taking it in this totally different direction.
Even how he started doing the
yeah,
percussion,
so it's just making the song like totally new.
Yeah, that's why I stopped here too, because I didn't want to gloss over the percussions, the lyric change, the song change, and just keep this thing flowing. All right, you guys, we're checking out REN Fred Again Mashup. Make sure you're hitting that like button. If you really rock with your voice, subscribe. Again, this is a live stream right now, so this might be reposted as a video on our channel. But this live stream for you guys tapping in, if you're trying to post in the chat, it's subscribers only. So you have to subscribe to the channel, and then a minute later, you'll be able to post in the chat if you want to post. And we'll check out some of your guys' what you guys are putting in the chat after we react to this.
Alone, leave me alone. Courage my soul. It won't be very long. Though the night is dark, it keeps me holding on. God bless my soul. It won't be very long. Keeps me holding on. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost for a while. But I'm really trying. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost for a while. But I'm really trying. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost for a while. I'm really trying. I've been lost, I've been lost, I've been lost. But I'm really trying.
And there you have it. That's REN Fred Again Mashup.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, again, I can't remember the name of that song because a lot of times when I'm listening to it, I'm listening to it on Spotify or on YouTube, so I don't, you know what the name of the song is or the track listing. You know what I mean? It's just playing in the background. Yeah. But again, it's like the way that he spun that is like totally new. It's like I recognize the lyrics and everything, but the tone is just totally different. The message is still there. It just takes it in a different direction and almost highlights like the deeper, meaning of the lyrics that kind of get glossed over because on the Fred Again version, it's more of like an upbeat, almost like dance type of track.
Yeah. And what's crazy is how he took that end piece and got so emotional and intimate. Like,
yeah, I'm
like, damn, I feel like I'm back to This Is For Joe and, Freckled Angels. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's the thing, because that a lot of people like really, are appreciating Fred Again as well because of the fact that when you think of dance music or like EDM or house music, a lot of times you think of party music, right? Yeah. At least I do. Yeah. That's the background of it. Mostly it's played in big raves and clubs like that. But where I started really getting an appreciation for Fred Again is when I heard him on an interview talking about his motivations and the creative process of making this album during the pandemic and everything. And he has all these like little snippets of like voice recordings from his friends that were being left, or like a recording that he did of his like family, like in the background, like his kids or his wife, that he interspersed in it. Right.
Yeah.
And so it creates this just like feeling of aliveness and of realness, because he's taking elements of his life. And for me, being at the age that I am in my life, you know, I appreciate all this music, but he started talking about the importance of family, and that the number one thing for him is, you know, spending time with family and having those moments. And I'm like, this is such a departure when you think about like dance music or EDM. I don't think about family. I think about partying, you know, and to hear him talk about that, I was like, you know, this is so beautiful, because you can feel it in the music.
Yeah.
That it's different, and it's got this different type of vibe. And it's like, also just reminding me that like you have this opportunity in your life to kind of create your own world. Like, you know, it doesn't matter what hip hop is. It could be mainly, you know, about this thing, and you can get stuck thinking that it's only this.
Yeah.
Or that, you know, EDM is only this.
Yeah.
But then these certain artists like REN come around and they're like, hey, I'm going to take all these different elements and create something new out of it.
Yeah.
Or what you think hip hop should be, I'm going to do something different and make it my own. And a lot of people won't like it because they'll be like, oh, that's not real hip hop.
Yeah.
Real hip hop is this. But it's like, no, it is whatever you create.
Yeah.
So that's why I love the fact that he's like taking an artist that I love, that, you know, it doesn't surprise me in one hand that he would do that. But at the same time, I love the fact that he's doing it.
Yeah.
And again, just taking it in a totally different direction, putting like a new like vibe and just like a new meaning for me personally to it.
Yeah, that was dope. We were able to sit down and do this one specifically because you had so much history with Fred Again and with REN. And see, I'm just not up on game with Fred Again. So I was taking this, my initial reaction at face value. So this is super dope. You guys, appreciate you. We're going to kick it for a little bit, but for the sake of when we get this edited, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We just checked out REN Fred Again for the first time for Dawn. This is my second time. And yeah, we catch you on the next one.